called this for 11 o'clock, so I just am going to read word for word, I guess, a press release that we have that we'd like to see the press take and do with how they want to inform the public of Grundy County. So, Democratic Grundy County Board Member Frank Halpin announced today that he is requesting the United States Attorney's Office Civil Rights Division investigate whether Republican State's Attorney Jason Helland and the former Republican County Board Chairman and now candidate for 75th District State Representative David Welter abused their offices with singling out Halpin because of his political affiliation, all while they gave Republicans a pass strictly based upon party affiliation. The matter began when Grundy County State's Attorney's Office requested an investigation into payments to county board members for per diem, meeting attendance, and other expenses. Ultimately, an independent special prosecutor from the Appellate Prosecutor's Office of the State of Illinois was appointed. After a lengthy 2-year investigation, independent special prosecutor Charles Colburn of the Office of the Appellate Prosecutor issued his findings. In doing so, he informed the court, the Grundy County Board, and State's Attorney's Office Jason Helland that he found no evidence of criminal conduct by Frank Halpin, nor any other county board member. Colburn did indicate that overpayments for meeting attendance may have occurred, however, indicated that overpayments were made to several county board members. Despite the finding of the independent prosecutor, Colburn, Republican State's Attorney Helland, who is a strong supporter of Republican Chairman Welter, requested an investigation into overpayment of per diem and attendance to be continued against Frank Halpin and Frank Halpin only. Then Grundy County Republican Board Chairman Welter spearheaded the prosecution. It was discovered that State's Attorney Helland suffered a self-admitted conflict of interest. Therefore, he decided to shop local prosecutors until he found a Republican prosecutor in Kendall County to take the case against Halpin. In taking the case, the Kendall County prosecutor totally ignored the findings of independent prosecutor Charles Colburn. Helland and Welter then orchestrated through the Kendall County State's Attorney's Office a civil lawsuit against Frank Halpin, which is now pending before the Honorable Judge Troy Holland in LaSalle County. Grundy County State's Attorney Jason Helland went so far as to advise a county board member who requested that all members be reviewed equally, not just Halpin, that we are only looking at Halpin. Helland totally ignored his admitted conflict of interest by giving such advice to a county board member. Halpin immediately and consistently stated that the action of Helland and Welter was a misuse of power and being pursued as a result of political affiliation. The Grundy County Board, which is predominantly Republican, voted with Helland and Welter to bring suit against Halpin. Now Halpin is calling upon the Civil Rights Division of the United States Attorney's Office to investigate misuse of their respective offices by Helland and Welter and singling out Halpin, a Democrat, while turning a blind eye to several actions by Republican board members and giving Republicans favorable treatment. Halpin today delivered an investigative packet requesting that a grand jury investigation be conducted to determine if politics played a role in singling out Halpin while ignoring others. Board member Halpin stated, "No one on the county board who watched what Welter and Helland's office did on this matter could say with a straight face that this civil lawsuit was anything more nor less pushed strictly against me for political reasons and motivations, as I am a Democrat and they are Republicans. They gave the Republicans a pass. Anytime an elected official utilizes his or her authority to attack another because of political affiliation, we all suffer. It is clear indication of what type of people we are dealing with. If they get away with what they did to me, what will they do next? I am simply asking that Welter and Helland be held responsible for their actions." In addition, Halpin stated, "To me it is somewhat suspicious that now David Welter has been appointed and is running for state representative of our district, he has utilized the headlines he orchestrated against me as his political pulpit. I believe anybody can read between those lines." So that's the statement that I make. If anybody has a quick question, I'd try to answer it, or.
This has been filed? This has been filed?
Our legal, representation is taking care of it.
Okay, good.
So,
What kind of action do you want to come from this?
pardon me?
What kind of action do you want to come from this, from Helland and Welter? Like, I guess, like, them removed from office, or I guess what you would be?
Yeah.
I guess that'll, I guess we'll, see what's in the, papers when they're filed. I appreciate everybody being here today, the press. So if everybody's got a copy of the release, or does anybody need one?
I'd like to have one. I don't have one.
Well, that's all I have to state today, so thank everybody for coming, and go from there. Thank you.